Okay, welcome back to Global Card Collectors. Today we have a special treat from Zagreb. We have Fran on IG, known as Soccer Sticker Hunter. Uh, I say this often, but I really, in this case, really recommend his IG page. It's fascinating. He has a huge collection of stickers that I bet even people who have, spent a lot of time kind of researching uh, this space have never seen or considered. So I'm very excited to have this conversation. And as many of you know, I'm kind of fascinated personally by sports in the Balkans, particularly ball sports. So this is a real treat. So anyway, welcome to the program, Fran. How are you doing today?
Yeah, thank you very much, John. I'm so glad to be on your podcast. I'm doing very fine, and it's a beautiful day here in city of Zagreb. So, with today Euro 2024 starting, I cannot be better.
Yeah, this is being recorded Friday, the day before really the match of the weekend and maybe of the group. Spain against Croatia tomorrow. But it will air, I think, probably before Croatia, Italy, right? Or no, I think Croatia plays Albania last. Is that right?
Albania is the next game after the Spain, so yeah, that's
Okay.
be it's on Wednesday, I think.
And so this will come out Sunday, and then so maybe anyway around this time, Croatia will be in a battle. They're in the group of death for sure.
Hopefully on the top.
On the top, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are exciting times. How many you're confident? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty confident. Like the last game I saw was against the Portugal. It was the friendly match, and the guys played outrageously. Like I believe in this Croatian squad. They have a lot of confidence, a lot of older players that played together for a long time, and I think that it's finally time for Luka Modric to get his gold medal with the national squad.
As a collector of Modric, I would absolutely love that. I can tell you kind of outside of Croatia, the vibe is that they're old and probably worn down and so it's interesting to get your view. And yeah, obviously we don't know what's going to happen and we're we're fans, but I like to hear that.
Yeah, surely. I know you're a big fan of Luka Modric and you have huge collection of his stickers and cards, so I appreciate that as a Croatian.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I just his life story I think is kind of incredible. I mean, being internally displaced and, playing on the streets, obviously living through kind of seeing his grandfather get, yeah, he didn't see the event, but, the tragedies of the war and, kind of how he rose as a small guy that no one ever really believed in until they had to. Go ahead.
It's really inspirational. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main reason I'm attracted to him. But also kind of Croatian soccer success has been incredible for a country. I always say this to people, it's 4 million people, they make a final of a World Cup, they're so strong every time. So
Yeah, it's a pretty small country with low population, but our mentality is totally different. And I think with a lot of players on a great quality and everything that we have chance to go to the end, even on this Euro 2024.
awesome. Yeah, I mean certainly Luka's coming off of a nice wave with Real Madrid. So and he has obviously the leadership and experience more than probably anybody in the tournament at this point of playing high level matches and pressure situations. And do you think he can kind of hold up a full games?
I don't know if he can hold up for full game, but till 70th minute, 18th minute, he should be all right. And we have a lot of young players that can step up and take those last 10 minutes and close the game. So I'm really, really enthusiastic.
Any particularly young players that you're excited about?
I'm excited about Luka Sucic, who is outrageous talent. Martin Baturina from Dinamo Zagreb, he can as well step up and play on the top level. So there are pretty few guys that can come in and take his place. Yeah, not on that level, of course, because Luka Modric is top of the top, considered one of the best midfielders that ever played the game. So, but we have pretty good young talents.
Exciting. I don't know if I've told you my son is named Luca. So I actually have a Sucic a decent Sucic card. So
That's nice. Yeah, I still haven't started collecting Luka Sucic cards because I'm more in pre-modern stuff and vintage stuff, still researching, doing investigation and trying to find some stickers that maybe haven't been still found. So I'm not pretty big on Luka Sucic, but I'll get into it surely.
cool. So with that, yeah, I mean, I want to. You're kind of similar to our last. Well, it'll be 2 episodes prior guest, Panini Vibes, who kind of scours Europe, looks all around for kind of unique finds of stickers that haven't come out much. But let's start first. Kind of, how did you grow up in Zagreb? Are you a Dinamo fan? Tell me about kind of your sporting background and these things.
And I was born and bred in Zagreb, so this is my city. And I was born in '97. To be honest, I started collecting soccer stickers in 2002. I was only 5 years old, and my first album was the World Cup in Japan and Korea. So I still have that album with me, and that is maybe the most precious thing in my PC because it's just too sentimental. And I have been collecting stickers till 2014, 2015, something like that, and then I stopped. And maybe 2 years ago, I went to the flea market, and as I was walking by, I have eyed the lot of the stickers. It was a small lot, maybe 5, 6 stickers. And I took the stickers, I went through them, and I saw the sticker of Robbie Fowler. It was the edition of the World Cup '98 that was played in France. And I decided to pick them up just because I'm a Liverpool fan as well. So I came home, I just put them on table, and they were sitting like for 2 weeks on my table, and I didn't do a thing. And then after the 2 weeks, I started thinking that it would be super cool to get back into sticker collecting. And I started to do a research. And I was researching like about all the World Cups that have been played and since when is Panini issuing the stickers and all of that. And I came to the collection of '98 that I picked up those 5, 6 stickers. And I have realized that Robbie Fowler sticker is one of the most notable pulls from that set. Indeed, besides Ronaldo while he was playing on Brazil, and I have joined few groups on Facebook. I didn't have my Instagram then, and I was starting to ask around like, what's the price? Is there any price of the stickers? I didn't know a thing. And then few people told me that the Robbie Fowler sticker is very rare. Not that rare in the sense of those that I'm trying to get now, but for that edition, it's pretty rare. So yeah, I've got an offer of 30 euros or something. So I was thinking like, yeah, it's worth something. Like I could get back into collecting the stickers and everything. So that was my start of new start of collecting the soccer stickers.
Yeah, I mean, your story, I think, resonates with all of us in some respects. As children, we were into it, and but then we found girls or, socializing or the disco or whatever it is. Say that again.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, yeah, true, everything you said.
Yeah, and so it's been 2 years now, that you've kind of got back in. Were you collecting anything before that? Or you always kind of or kind of into other markets?
NFTs. So I'm in NFTs since 2018, and I started to buy all of those sports Web3 projects. So I've been in NBA Top Shot, I've been in So Rare, I've been in Socios from the early beginnings of the NFTs. So that's something like that kept me going into collectibles, memorabilia. At the end, I started to collect the jerseys, and then once I found out the stickers, I'm all obsessed about the stickers, like not thinking about anything else, about just about the stickers and the cards, of course.
So, yeah, I mean, we met because so I purchased a sticker, Zvonimir Boban's 1990 sticker, and I bought it because because it resembles Modric's Nogomets a bit. It's the Dinamo Zagreb, and Modric talks about that he was one of his inspirations was Boban, and then he also mentions Francesco Totti. But so I thought this would be a cool piece to have, kind of as part of my Modric collection. So I posted this on Instagram, and you DM'd me. You slid into my DMs, as we say, like very quickly, which I super appreciated because I called it a rookie because that's how it had been listed. And you're like, no, it's not. Like it's actually there's a 1986 sticker that's like super rare. So and then we just kind of started talking and hit it off. So yeah, I mean, where did you where are you in the process? I mean, you seem to be posting kind of all kinds of interesting stuff.
To be honest, I'm going deeper and deeper every day, deeper and deeper. I started with the golden generation of 1990 of the Yugoslavia. So it was the Robert Prosinečki, Davor Šuker, Zvonimir Boban, Dejan Savicevic, Pixi Stojkovic, and all of the others. And yeah, at first, the sticker that you purchased, I thought it's a rookie as well. But once I started talking to all of the collectors, I was researching, investigating, like, could it be there a sticker that was issued earlier? And then I have found Houston Cards. His nickname is on Instagram, and he really helped me a lot to just profile myself in the space and to give me some kind of guidance. From there on, I have been talking with many peoples, and I have come to the conclusion that most of the players that played in 1990 World Cup for Yugoslavia have their rookie sticker in edition called Fudbaleri I Timovi, made by Ništrojez. It was the company from Yugoslavia, and the edition is from 86 to 87. And those stickers are super rare. Like recently I have been talking with a guy from Serbia that's been collecting stickers for 20 years now, and he has the Zvonimir Boban true rookie sticker. He doesn't want to sell it though, but he told me, if you find 30 people that have that sticker, I will give you mine for free. So it means how much he is confident that there is not many pieces of that exact sticker, because there was a war for independence. Yugoslavia is like not very populated country, so the stickers were not issued in big numbers. even if some managed to find a way to make it till today, there must be only 20 to 30 copies, and if there's that much, I have said a lot. So many of them have been glued to the sticker album, like most of the stickers and everything that goes. I'm now on the hunt for about 1 year for any rookie sticker from 86, 87, and I have only managed to get one. And I was so lucky. It was maybe 4 or 5 months ago that I was going through online marketplace in Croatia, and one guy posted a lot of 20, 30 stickers, and I just sniped it. I was maybe he published the listing, and I was 20 minutes after on that exact site, and I was calling his number and asking, where can I come? Let me give you money. So yeah, that was like maybe one of my finest hunts in a recent time. It's exactly this sticker of Davor Šuker while he played for NK Osijek, which is a small town in Croatia.
Wow.
Yeah, in that sticker, he's wearing the NK Osijek jersey, and the next season he went to the Dinamo Zagreb. So this is the only sticker where you can find Davor Šuker in NK Osijek jersey, which is his hometown, which tells you a story. This sticker is telling history.
That's amazing. Yeah, and he I mean, for those who don't know, I mean, he was kind of the, I would say the most strongest player, or did he captain the 1998 team?
He was the top scorer of
Yeah.
1998 World Cup, where Croatia ended with bronze medal. They got the third place. He
Yeah.
also played for Real Madrid long time. So he's a proper legend.
And so you're looking for that is it Stojakovic? Is the other one, or
There is Pixi Stojkovic.
that's it?
Most of the players from 1919 golden generation have their true rookie sticker in 86, 87 edition, but Pixi Stojkovic, Dragan Pixi Stojkovic, has his true rookie sticker in 82, 83. So from 1982 and 1993 collection, which is called Futbalerian Timovi. And I still didn't manage to find that one, but I have found the sophomore year of Dragan Pixi Stojkovic, which is 83, 84. You can see he's on this side, and it's really old sticker, and it's really hard to find. I have taken a picture to one Serbian collector, and he was amazed. He was just amazed because he knows how hard are these to find. Yeah, Pixi Stojkovic was considered the Maradona from Southeast Europe. That's how they called him. And he was in the perfect squad of 1990. In midfield with Maradona, Lothar Matthäus, and all the other great ones.
I have a lot of questions. So was there a set every year, would you say, from?
Yes, let's say from an edition called Futbaleri Timovi, the first set was issued in 72, 73. And it lasted till 1986 to 1987. That's the last edition where you can find all those rookies. And after that, the publisher called Dječje Novine started to publishing the stickers for another 3 years. Yeah, they started, to be honest, publishing in 1989, 1990. That was the first issue, and it lasted 3 years, till 92. and it was stopped then due to Croatian war for independence and all of that. And your Boban sticker is from Dječje Novine edition, year 1990, 1991. So yeah, it's pretty good sticker here in Croatia as well. It's really hard to find, not so hard as those from late 80s.
Yeah.
They're impossible to find, but that's a really tough sticker as well.
And so is there an 89 Boban in theory?
Yeah, there is. I have 89 Boban, 88, 89 Boban. That is his sophomore sticker.
Okay.
I have it somewhere here. Just, I don't know if I have prepared good enough with all those stickers here. It's not here. Yeah, I know where it is. It is in my bag because I'm trying to hunt Zvonimir Boban to sign it. So I'm carrying the sticker with me and the pen so he can sign the sticker for me. So I don't have it now here with my collection because it's ready in my tiny bag. So when I go to the city center, I find him.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think everyone can relate to that. And you, I think you mentioned he has like a cafe or something in the center of the city.
Yeah, exactly. He has the cafe bar in the city center as well. He has one restaurant, so he's always moving around. But still, I haven't managed to find him because the last I was carrying the Robert Prosinečki stickers, and I have found the Robert, and he signed me the stickers. So now it's turn on Zvonimir Boban to do the same.
Good luck. I wish you luck with that. So I'm curious about the so you said that you're in groups, Discord groups, and then also online marketplaces. Are those are your groups like just Balkan country groups, or are these? I'm sure you're also in international groups as well. So that's one question. And then I'm also curious about the online marketplaces. Are just in Serbia, is there one? Croatia? Yeah.
Yeah, surely. So considering Croatia, there is no Discord group. There is rarely an Instagram page of a guy who is collecting stickers from Croatia. But instead, all of the conversations and discussions are happening on Facebook. And I was wondered why it is, but it's simply just like that. No, nothing special. No in particular reason. Just all the conversation is happening on the Facebook groups. So I'm in one Facebook group, Croatian Facebook group for Panini stickers, but over there, people post a lot of new stuff. And they are rushing for the new stuff and new boxes, new packs, and whatever is trending. And I'm totally opposite. I only hunt for the vintage stuff, pre-modern stuff, which really rarely come up. I really need to slide into people's DMs, like without a shame, literally slide and ask them, do you have this card? Do you have these stickers? Have you ever seen it? Do you know maybe if somebody has it? Like thousands questions. Sometimes I get I think I'm maybe a little bit offensive or something, but there is no other way to do it because these things are impossible to find. If I would just sit waiting, maybe one guy will post sticker that I'm interested in every 4 months, 6 months. So it doesn't make sense for me.
And I mean, just hearing you speak, I mean, it seems like you're talking to more there. So there, and what you just said, there are more kind of collectors in Serbia. Is that fair to say?
That's true as well. The online marketplaces, regarding the online marketplaces, when you're looking the stuff from ex-Yugoslavia, there are a whole lot of collectors in Serbia. And the thing that the Belgrade was the capital and everything was happening in the Belgrade, they were issued in Serbia. A lot of more Serbs have those kind of stickers. But the problem with Serbs is that they don't have any payment methods. So if I'm buying stickers from Croatia, I have to go to the post and send the money via Western Union, which is really, really tough thing to do, and they have a big commission and everything, but it's worth it. But most of them doesn't even have Facebook or WhatsApp. If they have a Viber, I'm really happy, so I can somehow communicate with them. Like, and I was using Viber 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes it gets hard, but in the same time, I really appreciate it, because if they had all of it, they were selling it on eBay, uh, multiply by 10 the price. So I'm happy that I'm in this situation. Yes, and most of the XU stuff that I was getting recently and that I'm getting now at the time are exactly from the Serbia.
You saying Viber, I mean, in Turkey, there, there was this these Gezi Park protests in 2013, and they got worried that the government was, monitoring WhatsApp, and so everyone went on Viber, and that lasted for, maybe a few months, and then it's gone. So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
good to know it's still being used out there, I guess, or something. Um, but I mean, have you ever taken a trip to Belgrade to kind of?
Never. I've never been to Serbia, and I'm planning to do so because I have found out a meeting point where all of the old. I froze for a bit. Sorry, guys, for that. I was talking about to Serbia. Yeah, I'm planning to do a trip to Serbia after the summer, and I really looking forward to hunting some of the stickers. If what I'm looking for, if I can find them, and of course, if I get the permission from my girlfriend to go to Serbia. Yeah, without her.
That's not easy probably to get. So
Tougher than hunting those stickers down, man.
yeah, believe me, I understand. Yeah, I had to. We all have to navigate these these hurdles as well. Uh, Good. Yeah, so you'll try to meet, because in talking to people, it's usually kind of older collectors that of course, have these that maybe you're going to find, and um, are you going to try? Do you have ways to kind of meet people like that in Serbia?
I don't know if I froze before, but I was telling that I have found out for one meeting place where all of the collectors are gathering once a week. So I'm planning to go there exactly on that place and be there till late in the morning, till afternoon hours, and try to contact the people, trying to find out the stickers. If not the stickers, at least the contact of the guy who didn't show at that time, so I can contact him or whatever. So at least some way to find, so I can get to the stickers that I'm so much looking to get.
It's truly a treasure hunt here. I mean, it's really not easy, and it's a grind. And talking to Panini Vibes, Leo. I mean, the thing he was saying is that the European market, I mean, people kind of know. I mean, they don't know the rare stuff, of course, but I, I'm I'm thinking in your case, in your context in the Balkans, let's say, I mean, people are aware of who are the great players, going back decades, right? And so I don't know. It's not as easy as just kind of coming across something and just, oh, there it is, right?
Like, but as well, they don't have the figured out prices. They are stuck in 2010. Older collectors, not younger, and no, not people around 40, but I'm talking about 60 years old, 70 years old, 80 years old collector that are still out there. They don't know the prices, to be exactly honest. frankly, they're not introduced with the true rookie cards. They know it's early sticker. They know it's a good player. But as well in Serbia, if you offer them 100 euros, it's a big money for them. Like they're working monthly for 300 euros, 400 euros. Even if they're old and they're not working, they get from the government maybe 100 euros, 120 euros. So selling one sticker for 100 euros, 150 euros, it's a really big thing for them. And I think that's underappreciated price, especially for so rare stickers that are not in the bigger number than 20, 30, and that are impossible to find. And maybe if American market starts coming into those stickers, I think the prices will only go up.
So I need to make a trip to Belgrade, I think, huh?
I will join you. We'll go together.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to for a lot of reasons. As I said, I'm kind of fascinated by how Balkan countries really, I would say, punch above their weight especially in team ball sports. Soccer, basketball is obviously, very well known at this point with Nikola Jokic and Doncic coming to the fore. And I just and for me actually, I mean, maybe you listened to a previous pod, but water polo fascinates me. I mean, these countries are amazing at water polo. So I wanted to ask you a bit about kind of, why do you think, when I look at it, let me break it down and then you tell me where I'm wrong. Croatia, I think in soccer has clearly outclassed, Serbia, let's say. And I feel like you have to compare to Serbia as kind of the other kind of big country that has international success in these sports. In soccer. Whereas in basketball, I think Croatia started with some of the best players like Petrovic and Kukoc. But more recently, I'd say Serbia is kind of, stronger in basketball. Would you agree with that? And why is kind of my question.
It's a good question, to be honest. Considering the football, I think the huge value has when you get the generational talent, the gem, like Luka Modric. And I think that's pure luck. Yes, it's a grind. Yes, we have been through the war in early 1990s, and it affected us. It affected our mentality, the way they work, the way that they appreciate something, the way they do it for their families. But I don't think that the Croatia would be that at this stage and at the top of the European and world football if there was not a luck. The luck that we have the talent like Luka Modric, as well on top of that we got one Mateo Kovacic, which are two outrageously good players. If you look at the other squad, yes, Guardiola is now fantastic player, but those 2-3 players make huge difference. I think that's the big thing. That's the one reason, and there are a lot of factors. The government of the football club or Croatian Football Association is a very important thing. Like you mentioned the basketball, and why are Serbs so much better nowadays in basketball than Croatian, than the Croats? It's because on the top hierarchy of the basketball Croatian association, they have put the wrong people who were stealing and not doing anything for the Croatian basketball. So the people who are in charge of the association or the football club may make huge impact on it. In Dinamo Zagreb, there was the executive director called Zdravko Mamić, who is now looked as a negative person. They say he was stealing as well from the club, but he have done so many good things. He knew the cleaning lady. He knew their personal problems. He was talking to all the staff, the whole club, not just the first squad, not just the coaches with first club, but the whole club, till the youngest players who are 8 years old to the first squad, to all the board members. They were all like a family.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, he was tremendous businessman. When he sold Luka Modric, he sold Kovacic. Yes, those players would be good in Dinamo Zagreb, and if they continued playing in Dinamo Zagreb, yes, they would be good players. But I don't think that they would come to this class that they're now if they didn't move to the better clubs, to the better competition. Croatian league is a good league. I'm not underestimating Croatian league, but there are maybe 2-3 clubs that have solid, proper squad, and all of the rest not so good. But if you go to any of top 5 leagues outside as a young prospect, you will build yourself as more and more better player. You can get the core basis in Croatia, but when it's the upgrade, I think it's necessary to go outside. And we have seen it with all the major talents, with Guardiola as well. He had to go to Leipzig to make himself the class of the player that he is now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those are a few examples that came to my mind, and I think there are a few more factors that are very important here as well, but those are the major ones.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there was this, for instance, big article and podcast called "The Balkan Basketball Boom," and kind of generalizing about how it's so great. But at some point, it's also just like Jokic and Doncic are just incredible players, like gems, as you said, with Modric, right?
Pure luck. They're the gems, like they're born 1 in 100 years. That's all. Dot. Like no, look at
Yeah.
Doncic. Know some storytelling, like because Slovenia has this. No, he's just so incredible player because of his talents, and he's dedicated to work, and he got himself to this level.
Yeah, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And of course, I mean, I've really learned this in Turkey, but I mean, anyone who follows sports, I mean, you see how important the management is to how, but soccer, I think, has a kind of different level to it. Whether you want to invest properly in a club, and be willing to sell players and kind of for the greater good of the club instead of trying to win championships just 1 year or something. So those are interesting points. Thanks for sharing that. Anything else you wanna share with us before we sign off?
Maybe we could talk a little about pre-modern stuff and Luka Modric stuff and all of the other Croatian rookies when Croatia became an independent country. Like, for example, I have noticed that not many people know about one of my previous posts that we have been talking about, and it is the Luka Modric card from edition Tecma that was issued 2006-2007, and it's considered the Luka Modric first card ever made. So I think there are a lot more stickers, cards that haven't the foreigners don't know about in Croatia and that are here to be discovered. This card is, for me, pretty undervalued in some situations in Croatia because all of the people are hunting for the true rookie sticker Modric Murano that you own, the sophomore sticker of 2006 to 2007 Nogomet of Luka Modric, but nobody's paying attention to this card of Luka Modric, and it is probably the last issued thing where he wore the Dinamo Zagreb jersey, and I think it's highly underappreciated.
I agree. If you find a copy, I'm interested. We can do a good deal. If you can part with a second copy. How did you find the first one?
I have been looking for it for some time. I have found out that it's existing like maybe 3-4 months ago. Not too long, but yeah, 3-4 months ago. And since then, I'm regularly posting in Facebook groups, Croatian Facebook groups, Bosnian Facebook groups, and Serbian Facebook groups. I'm posting every 3 to 4 days that I'm looking for this card. Every 3 to 4 days, I put the picture of that card and I write a post that I'm looking for it. I want to buy it or trade it. And after three months and something, I got this card maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that. The guy posted picture in the comment with a picture of this particular card. And of course, I just DM'd him, slide into his DMs and said, okay, I have a card, yeah, I need it. And he said like that he's only trading for the stuff from one club from Bosnia and Herzegovina called FK Sarajevo. And to be honest, like I didn't had any of that stuff before, but week before I posted that post, I went to the industrial area of the Zagreb as I have found one old collector, and I have purchased maybe 10 stickers from him. And one of them was the sticker from Safet Sušić once he played for FK Sarajevo. And I had only that sticker from the club he was looking for, and I asked if he wanted to trade, and he was like, yeah, I never seen that sticker before, it's very old, it's not in good condition, but it's very old. I said yes, it's from 79 80s, give him all the information. He was willing to trade, and on my luck I was able to trade and to get this card in my possession. Yeah,
Amazing.
to be honest, yeah. So a few other guys have this card, but nobody's willing to trade or sell it because they're all collecting Luka Modric stuff, and they know how rare it is, and they don't want to trade. They don't want to sell. Like whatever money I have offered, that's reasonable money, not like 1,000 euros or something,
Yeah.
you know. They didn't want to sell or trade. Like they're saying no way, it's really hard to find, and they don't want to sell. But some guys that know about stickers and cards, they know about this card, but they're saying like it's not on good, it's not so valuable, it's you cannot get much money for it, it's not that good buy. But I'm totally disagreeing, as there is not many copies of it. I found maybe 3-4 guys that have it, and besides that, no, really rare. But people, I think, are they lack of knowledge, and they're not educated, and they don't know about that stuff. Just because it's never been graded by the PSA, and nobody sold the high PSA grade for thousands and thousands dollars, they think the raw copy is not worth anything. But I think it's totally opposite.
Yeah, I think that's the issue, is that it's not graded, and so it needs to be accepted. But I mean, my hunch is over time that it will. That PSA. Have you tried contacting PSA about whether they would grade that?
Never. I'm not even planning to. I never graded any of my stuff, and I don't have intention to do so.
Okay.
I think they're legit scammers. Let's call them that way. Because I have talked with many people and I have done the research behind the Holy Grail, if you know the Mickey Mantle card and everything. The Marshall Fogel, the owner, who is a good friend of the PSA owner, and everything, how he got that perfect 10th grade. It's because he bought the card from the owner of PSA to provide him money to open the company called PSA and to do the business. So of course he's done him a favor and give him the perfect 10, the Holy Grail card. And I have heard many of that stories like that, like the most expensive Luka Modric True Rookie sticker, PSA 9, was sold for 9K, if I'm right. And I know the guy who graded that sticker. He had few packs, like more than few packs, and he opened two Luka Modric, Murano, 2005. He was talking with Golden Auctions that he wants to sell throughout the Golden, and he have sent the sticker to Golden, and the Golden send it to the PSA. So he didn't personally gave the sticker for grading, but the Golden has done it instead, and the PSA graded it with 9. And he told me face to face exactly the same sticker, pulled straight from the pack into sleeve into top loader, centering the same, corners the same, everything was the same, but instead, when he submitted it to PSA personally, not by Golden, he has got 6, grade 6. So that was one more reason to not be trusted by PSA. And besides that, PSA is so big grading company, and so many people work there, and I don't think that they can manage to look after every employee, and the sticker can be damaged in the process of grading. So I'm not trusting them with my stickers and cards. That's for certain.
I like your clear take. Sorry, I'm going on mute because we just got like a total thunderstorm. It's been very humid here for the last week. Yeah, again, I keep talking about Leo Panini vibes. I mean, he said he packed 3 of them, I believe, Modric's, and was it? I could be getting this wrong, but I thought that's what he's referring to. But that he thought they would grade much better than they did, whereas one, and so it's just kind of, who knows. So I think I think what you believe and what I really like are low pop, rare stickers that, who cares if it's a 1, a PSA 1, right? Then it's, I like to get them graded because it just protects and kind of, you just know what you have. But the actual difference between the number grade to me is kind of not that important, it's except for how it looks, maybe, and kind of how you feel about how the condition is or whatever. You agree?
Yeah, everyone has their own opinion, and this is mine, and I respect all other opinions, to be honest. And yeah, if I will be ever grading my stickers and cards, I want it to be much more detailed than the PSA. I want to know the exact position of the grading. Is it like few centimeters on left or few on right? I want all of the specification. Why are the corners 7? Do they have damage for 0.1 millimeter or whatever? Like, I want detailed research and specification of my sticker and card. So I'm grading only when a company like that appears on the market.
Sounds good. I mean, I know what is it? Tag and Arena Club claim to be using AI. And you know, I've never used Tag. Arena Club, I've used, and they give a more detailed report. You have images and kind of that, but
Yeah.
even that I don't think is quite where we need to be with it, and kind of what actually. I mean, we have the technology, I think, to do this at this point. So to kind of be relying on how some guy feels about, you know, maybe his girlfriend didn't let him go to Belgrade that weekend, and so he's upset, and you know.
True. Totally.
Um, so it's really just kind of a silly process. And generally I'm kind of I'm with you on the whole. I think most people are actually, but we're kind of trapped in this money aspect of it, right?
Yeah, true. That's true.
Um,
Yeah, more and more people are stepping aside from PSA, but on the other hand, if you are in the business day to day with stickers and cards, you cannot do it without them.
yeah, if you're really trying to make a business out of it, exactly. Um, well, interesting. Anything else you want to bring up, talk about?
I could mention few other collections if you have time, and if you don't, or if you're not in the hurry. Like I can
No,
just show maybe few of my stickers to
please.
all the community. Yeah. So here with me, okay, I want to show you one more thing. It's the Nogomet packs that I have bought recently. I have 3 packs of Nogomet 2005, 2006, where you can find the true rookie Luka Modric sticker. But to be honest, I don't have intention of opening, just because they're only free, and the chance of pulling Luka Modric is so low, and I want to keep them as collectible sealed packs. But if I manage to get more, certainly I'll be tempted to open some.
How many stickers are totally in that set? Do you know?
In that set, I have my album as I was collecting Nogame 2000, 2005, 2006 myself when I was a kid. So I have over there the album so I can check, but I don't know it. I don't know it right now, to be honest.
Mhm.
It's about 300, I think,
Okay.
something like yeah, basic stuff. So yeah, I wanted to show the Finnisha Mihailovic. This is his true rookie sticker while he was playing for Vojvodina. Wanted to show off.
What year is that?
That is the 89-90.
Okay.
So the year before your Zvonimir Boban sticker. That's Dječje Novine edition. The same year is this Davor Šuker.
There it is. Yeah, there's the okay.
Yeah, and this is the edition where you have Zvonimir Boban. You can see the similarity of the design and the jersey. Yeah. One more sticker that I wanted to mention is Zlatko Cico Kranjčar. He's the true legend of the Dinamo Zagreb, local boy who was born and raised in city of Zagreb. He was loved by whole city of Zagreb. At one point, he was the coach of the national squad of Croatia, and he was the first person to invite Luka Modric to play for the national squad. He has the son called Niko Kranjčar, who you're familiar with, for surely. He played Tottenham, and he was a really good player at the time. And one more notable thing about Zlatko Cico Kranjčar is that he was the first Croatian captain ever. So since the Croatia became independent, on the first game they played as independent country, Zlatko Cico Kranjčar was wearing the captain armband.
Very cool. That's a card, right?
That's a sticker.
That's a sticker.
That's
Okay.
from edition Futbalerian Timovi. It was from 75-76 edition.
Yeah, that one really strikes me on your page. I'm glad you brought that up because I mean I think it's a great looking sticker. It just very simple, but I mean the image is clear and it's clearly
Yes.
an older jersey and I don't know, I really like it maybe because it's older too. It's really cool.
The aesthetics of it are nice as well. Yeah, the white border and the white jersey that are melting together with a piece of blue as the Dynamo blue. It's beautiful sticker.
How did you find that one?
I have found the one collector from whom I have bought the sticker from FK Sarajevo from Safet Sušić that I was telling you about that I have traded for Luka Modric later on.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the industrial area in city of Zagreb. I have sat on him with coffee. We have drink coffee. He have bring his album. As I was listing the album, that was the one of the stickers that I have found and that I had to have it as well. This Blaž Slišković I got from him, from Futbalerian Timovi as well, 79-80. And Blaž Slišković was huge player for Marseille. He was even the role model of Zinedine Zidane. Once they asked him, who is your role model? As he was born in Marseille, he told the press that it was the Blaž Slišković, who is from Bosnia and Herzegovina. And he named him in top 11 players that ever played for Olympique Marseille.
Okay.
So yeah, that's another sticker that I have found from that exact collector, and he told me he has many more stickers at his place and at home, but he has to sort them out. So I'm patiently waiting that he responds me, and hopefully I find another gem.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you won't let him forget you. You probably check in every now and then.
Believe me.
Well, this has been great. Really enjoyed seeing all these things and hearing how you're hunting. Your Instagram handle is truly it's correct for what you're doing. Very accurate handle. And thank you so much for coming on and sharing. It's not it's not easy to come on with strangers and stuff and just share your collections like this. And I hope people really enjoy. Maybe check the video more to see the cards if you're only listening on audio. But definitely visit his IG page. For, as I said at the beginning, for soccer collectors, soccer football collectors, you'll see stuff you've never seen before, and it's really cool to see someone really get into their own context and the players they love and within their own history. So I'm really pleased to have you as a friend on IG now, and thank you again for coming on.
No, thank you, John, for inviting me to be part of your podcast. And I had really lovely time with you chatting about it. Whenever you want, we can do another session. We can maybe even get to Belgrade together. And whatever you need, considering the XU stickers, be free to text me anytime.
I will. I really will. And keep me posted on Belgrade or Belgrade, I should say. Yeah, and that sounds good. I'll have another excuse to give my wife to get the permission. We're gonna have to title this episode, getting to Belgrade or something. Belgrade.
I like it.
All right, have a great evening.
Yeah, you too, John. Thanks once again.